All right, guys, we're back out in the range. Recently, we did a video on the magazine change with the Glock 17 Gen 5 for people with smaller hands, right? Some tricks to that. Well, we had a lot of feedback from us lefties, right? I'm a lefty. We had a lot of feedback from the lefties going, hey, well, what about us? How do we do the magazine change? What's your little tip for us lefties like you had for the righties? So here's the tip for the lefties. So again, if we look at this pistol, there's no magazine extension, right? For the magazine release, it's not like an aftermarket magazine release. So stock, as a lefty, this can be very challenging to do the magazine change on a Glock or similar type of pistols. And the reason being, one, is that what I found as I do my magazine change as a SEAL, we always use the SIG P226, right? And when I do my magazine change with my SIG, I go like this and I jump my hand to here and I'm pushing it with my trigger finger. But my thumb sits right here. And the problem with this on the Glock is when I push the magazine release, this pushes through the other side. So where my thumb is here, when I'm pushing into the magazine release, it's pushing into my own finger. So for a while, this became very challenging for me. And one of the things that I would say to people is like, man, you know, the Glock's a great gun, but it's very hard for me as a lefty to use the magazine release because it always gets pushed into my support thumb on the other side of the gun. Well, this is what I do now, and this is the trick that I found that works for me really well to do a fast magazine change with my left hand. So if I come here and I put my magazine in, what I'm gonna do, instead of using my trigger finger on my shooting hand, right, to get that magazine release, here's what I'm gonna do. I come from this position, and now as I go to do bang, 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 magazine change time, so let's say my slide's locked back, okay? From here, what I'm going to do is my thumb on my shooting hand is going to come up. So you can see the tip of my thumb right here. I'm going to use my thumb and my palm, I'm going to push forward. As I'm doing so, I'm reaching here to the magazine release with my support hand trigger finger, my pointer finger on my support hand. And now using coupling forces, I'm pulling the gun back into the magazine release while pushing this thumb forward like that, okay? So again, gravity fed is pulling that down. I'm not doing this in such a way where I'm going like this, again, as we talked about in the previous video, and sweeping the person next to me, okay? It's a small movement. But I'm here, bang, 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 slide locks back, this finger comes in, and it's right here, a small twist, but using that coupling forces. So if you watch from the top, I'm going here. So this is pulling back, I'm hooking here, right? And I'm pushing forward through my thumb with a small cant in the gun, which is allowing me to depress that magazine release deeply, right, to get a good push on it and allowing gravity to work to my favor to pull the magazine out of the firearm. Now again, let's just talk real quick on the safety of this. As I'm doing this, a lot of times I'm going to be coming towards that high ready position. So again, the barrel comes slightly up as I do this, bang, 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 and I'm here. This barrel is now on a safe angle. If I were to turn or whatever in my movement, I'm not sweeping anyone. But again, as I'm doing this also, I'm not doing it so exaggerated that I go like this and I'm pointing at the person next to me. So one more look at it, I'm right here, pushing with this thumb, boom, and there it goes. And this hand would come down, grab my next magazine, I'm here, and I'm ready to rock back in. Okay, so that's how I would do it as a lefty. I hope that helps. Give it a try. Let us know what you think in the comments.